Hey guys, it's Marshall Max today, and we have Janice in the car. Say hello. That's a bit low. Say it a bit louder.
Hello.
That's better. Right, so we're back at Chingford. Got a test on the 13th of Jan. Fingers crossed, everyone. Okay, good. What do you find is your most nightmare for driving?
My anticipation.
Okay.
Planning ahead.
Planning ahead. So hopefully this mock test, we're going to see how you go. When we're going to see saying anything, this will be the whole mock test. Now at the beginning, you know, they make you sign a piece of paper, do the number plate check. After number plate check, one tell me question. So could you tell me how you would know that your power assisted steering is working properly or not?
The light will come on the dashboard to say that it's not working.
That's not right. When you start the engine, the light should be steering, should be like power steering. Yeah? Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so that's one question then. There's gonna be one show me question while we're driving. I may or may not ask you to carry the stop. We will be doing one maneuver as well. Okay. We're gonna be doing some sat nav driving. We've got the sat nav set up already. So when we kind of come to the end here, we're going to turn left and we're going to go carrying down that way. We're going to do a mixture of a bit of sat nav and a bit of instruction work. If you have any questions, please do ask. So guys, do like, share, and give Janice a thumbs up.
Thank you.
Okay, Janice, drive on when you're ready and turn left, please. The sat nav will then you'll see it properly. Get up onto it. Yeah. Okay, so the first thing straight away, minor. Did your signal move off?
No, I didn't. Sorry.
Turn left at the end.
After 300 yards.
Okay, so you follow the sat nav, yeah? Cool. So take the next road on the right, please. Turn right.
After 100 yards, turn right, forest side.
Would you say that you're in the bay? Are you in the box? So the car behind what happened? Go on. Hey? What's the car behind?
Stop.
The stop. Yeah, okay. When it's safe to do so, can you pip your horn for me, please? Thank you.
After 200 yards, turn left, A110, Whitehall Road, then turn left.
Did you check your mirrors before you came in? Is this right? The distance they should be from the... You did the same thing as well back there. What's the distance that we maintain? How much distance from the car in front? Go on. See, Janice? Tyres and tarmac. A bit more forward. You should have stopped about here. Otherwise, people behind you think that you're just pulling up on the left. It's running that now, yeah.
Turn left, A110, Whitehall Road, then turn left. After 200 yards, turn left, Brook Road. Turn left.
My apologies about the picture-in-picture. Now, something happened with the recorder, so I couldn't record it from this time onwards. So that's why it's unmuted. Now, I'll give you some audio recording of what we actually went through so it can help you a bit more. As Janice comes to the bend here, it's important that you can see that the bend is to the left. It says slow on the road as well. So the maximum speed limit is 30 miles per hour. You do a 2-mirror check. It's your interior mirror and your left mirror. As Janice straightens up about here, again it's about checking your interior mirror so you're always aware of what's happening around you. On average, you should check your mirrors every 4 to 6 seconds. As the road bears round to the right, it's important to check your interior mirror and your right mirror. On a road like this, what's important to look for is meeting oncoming vehicles, and as the road's coming up on the left, something could be pulling out from there as well. As you come up to the road, you can see now that there's parked vehicles on both sides. Again, checking your mirrors, anticipating somebody could be coming from ahead, looking further down the road because planning is important. As you come past here, there's a vehicle coming ahead now. As you see the vehicle, this is a meeting situation, check your mirrors first and judge if you can get through the gap or not. Now we're approaching a set of traffic lights, so we're going to be turning right. Again, approaching with due care and attention, drive to the conditions of the road. If it's busy, drive slower. Now the speed limit is 30 miles per hour at the moment, but if it is, doesn't matter because you drive slower and safely. At this junction here, when you turn right, it's important that you go a bit forward, a little bit to your left, but just a little bit, and then stop in the middle junction with the oncoming vehicles coming because they have priority if they're going straight ahead. The vehicle that you see right in front of us, he's signaling to go to our left, which is their right. So as the vehicle goes off, the vehicles behind will carry on going straight. Then it's about looking and judging for a gap when you can take it. If it's not safe to do so, please don't take the gap. Here you go, they've gone quite nicely across. As Janice moves into the junction, she should keep a little bit more to your left here so the vehicles can get past easily. Now it's about judging the vehicles ahead and seeing if there's a gap to take for her to turn right. Now just after the taxi, she will be taking a turning to the right. As the lights change, because you're in the junction, you must follow through. Please remember, when you pass the solid white line and you move into the junction, you should follow through. We were supposed to be turning left here because of roadworks and the road was blocked. We carried on going straight further on down. And just before Bancroft School, we took the left turning towards Buckhurst Hill. Again, on a road like this here, you think you haven't got a lot to do. Now remember the speed limit. I'm showing it at the moment, it's 30 miles per hour. And lots, again, of mirror checks and your awareness of what's happening around you. So every 4 to 6 seconds, I would recommend that you check your interior mirror and keep checking your speed. The maximum speed is 30 miles per hour at the moment when this was recorded on the 8th of January 2022. We're taking the next turning on the right, which is signpost on the left here for Buckhurst Shopping Centre. After these next bollards here, we're going to be going into the box to turn right. Now it's very important that you try to get all four wheels into the box. As Janice does that, she does a pretty good job, but the problem here is she slightly overshoots the junction where she should be stopping a little bit more further back. And she's gone a bit forward and she has to come back onto herself. So she has done a lot to the right here to compensate for the turning. As we're going down, we want to make sure that you understand that going down further on in 100 odd yards, you're going to find that the speed limit changes to 20 miles per hour. Again, it's looking out for the signs. If you look at every pole on your left or to your right, like the one on the left here showing that there's speed bumps coming up, the next sign on the left you can see no right turn. Also on the right side you can see no right turn. It's imperative that you try to look out for signs. Again, if you look at the sign ahead, you can see there it says 20 miles per hour. It's a one-way street and parked cars on both sides. It's a very narrow road. Anticipate somebody could be walking through the cars. A door could open, just like this vehicle on the left here. They've got their lights on, so the hazard warning lights are on. So you want to be careful again, always approaching a road where it's very congested. Take your time. As you can see here, the giveaway sign on your right, and it's saying that the junction is in 50 yards. Now, you might not see the road markings very clearly, but you can see here, first of all, there's no right turns. The one-way street is going ahead. Here's the giveaway sign on your left, and on the floor, it's stating give way. We are turning left here, so as you approach the junction here, the giveaway lines are very faint. You position to your left and look to your right. As you start turning left, there's a speed limit sign and a one-way sign on your right hand side, just there. You need to see that and then remind yourself that it's 30 miles per hour, and then following the road down in the one-way street. Again, as you're coming towards the end here, it's a one-way street with two lanes, and at the end of this road we're going to turn right, and you want to position to your right, which Janice does a really good job in positioning correctly. Just position a bit more, steer a bit more to your right so you're angled quite nicely towards where you're going. Here I ask Janice to take the next turning on the right. Now there's a box junction coming up, and a lot of people get confused that can they enter it to turn right. Well, if your exit is clear, yes you can. If you are going straight ahead and there's traffic beyond this box junction, then you would stop before the box junction. You wouldn't enter it. But if you're turning right, yes, you can enter it. Janice slightly stops here a bit short. So what happens? The car on the right, she's confused that who's got priority. Now you're on the major road here, so you need to go a bit forward, get your position correct to take the turning. Again, look at the vehicles ahead. There you are. There's a car pulling out in front of you there. That's happened because we're just slightly, she's a bit back here. So if Janice moved a bit more forward, she'd be in position to turn to the right. Now she needs to look ahead and judge the gap from when she can go. So I have to push, she's just moving a bit more forward. There you go. And then taking the turning. Because you got to remember that when a vehicle's coming opposite you, if you have crossed the road before, you're judging its speed. So if you could walk across, you can drive across. At the moment, Dennis is saying the speed limit is 20 miles per hour, but it's actually 30 miles per hour. She gives way to this vehicle, which she does a very good job of stopping where this vehicle is and seeing the tyres and tarmac. She's actually quite close to this vehicle. She needs to steer a lot here to get away from the car. So I had to help her there, so you need to steer a bit more. So it's important that you get too close, then you have to steer more away and then bring it back and then straighten up. And that's why it's so important to be free with the steering wheel to steer it without too much calculation. Steer and steer away and then get round the vehicle and then straighten up. Again, right now, Jen's driving again at around 20 miles per hour. And then I have to prompt her that speed limit is actually 30 miles per hour. Dennis continues to drive at 20 miles per hour. That as we come around this bend here, a vehicle then has been behind us for a long time, sees it's clear, and then decides to overtake. And at that point there, I remind Dennis that the speed limit is 30 miles per hour. drive on when you're ready. So what happened there? So why we'll discuss it while we're driving, so that it's fresh in your memory again.
The van just
I can't hear you.
The van just pulled into me.
So the van pulled up on that side of the road. There was another car coming on that side. So what should you have done?
I should have stopped, but the van didn't signal to say that he was pulling in.
Okay, well we'll have to see the recording and you'll see that it did signal, yeah? So what
After
should you do is have
200
the perception
yards,
that you did
go
in your
right on
theory
the
test.
roundabout
When you,
and
before
take
you
the
went in your
second
theory test,
exit,
you had the perception. You
A104,
clicked
High
up,
Road Woodford Green.
so you see two vehicles coming towards you and they split and they're taking up the whole road. So you should stop, shouldn't you? And then try to work out what's going on. Now once you'd stopped, what could you have done then? Could have gone round and carried on going. And the roundabout here, 10.
Go right on the roundabout and take the second exit.
Well done, a very good decision. Yeah? So good. You've got to believe in yourself that you can do it. That's the thing. You can fail as many mock tests as you like, as long as you pass your main test, that's the main one.
After 800 yards, turn left, A110, Whitehall Road. After 300 yards, turn left.
Turn left, please. I'll be giving you some normal instructions from now on, yeah? Obviously it's raining, a bit drizzly, conditions are a bit more difficult. Dennis, I'd like you to pull up on the right, please. back on the right, please. There we are. Good. Turn it more, please. Turn it more left. Straight up. If you go any more into your right, you're going to hit the curb, Janice.
It's just like that's looking a bit more out.
Yeah, but it's going to look out, because if you go more right, it's going to look out. Go left, please, more, Janice. Come left. Look right now. Watch what happens. Look. Go forward. Look in the mirror, please, and go forward. Look. See that? Did you understand that now? Alright, I can reverse back 2 corners, please. Again, that was very dangerous. You just look, all you're doing is moving to your right. If you're moving into the curb, you're going to smack it into there. Just get close gradually and come straight, and that's it. You go too much in, but your back will always stick out if you're angled like that. It's understanding angles and positionings. So look at that and be straight now. When you're ready, reverse back 2 corners, please. Bit more back, please. Thank you. And drive on when you're ready, please. How did you feel your drive went?
Not great.
Do you remember how to put the back wiper on?
Anti-clockwise.
Clockwise.
So towards me, isn't it?
Away from you. Look. When it's safe to do so, put your rear demister, leave it on. Just leave it on, thank you. And pull up on the left, please. That's the road we just passed. That's the road, yeah. So you pass the road and you had the signal before the road. So where should you have pulled up then? I can't hear you.
Back there.
Before the road, yeah? Okay, signal off. Drive when you're ready, please. Drive on when you're ready, please. You do double shoulder check?
The time.
You do time shoulder. Go on straight on. Karen. Karen, straight, please. It's amazing that it's not 4 o'clock yet and it gets so dark.
It does.
Lights turn right, please. Turn right, please. So if you look in the mirror there, the small mirror, look how close to the line. Can you see it? Look in the right mirror, how much gap you got on the right. Yeah. Now, it's not very clear there's a yellow box junction here. It's because of rain, I'm just kind of helping you out a little bit there. There's a yellow box junction there. You don't want to be stopping in there. You're okay. Yeah. Go on then. You're okay. Come on. Keep going. Keep it more to your right, please. Yeah. When you want to move it right, look in your mirrors. Look in the small mirror. The top left mirror as well, the extra mirrors I've got on there for you to have a look and assess it so you understand it better. Go. Yeah. Green filter light, can you see? Yeah. Okay. I believe how dark it's suddenly getting really quickly, like proper dark. Wow. So 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. OMG. Road on the left here, please. Turn left. next road on the right, please. Turn right. Crossroads, we're going to be turning right, please, where that vehicle is coming into the road. Come on, Dennis, let's go, come on. Turn it, please, come on. Yeah, keep going. I'm going to try and find a parking place and pull up on the left, yeah? Maybe it's further on with that white, right down the bend. Where the white cars will pull up into that gap there, yeah? Okay. Slow down, come in more, come on. That's it, come in more. And then stay sharply, yeah, go on. Like that, keep going. Well done, let's go, keep going. Alright. So, that was the end of your mock test. How do you feel that you did?
Few mistakes.
Any serious faults, you think?
Yes, I did.
What do you think was your serious faults? Switch off the wiper, one up please. Just up. Up, that's it, that's fine, that's it.
Obviously the van on that junction, on that road.
Yeah, I had to deal with it, I had to brake there because you're getting right close up to them and you didn't actually react. Now, you said that the reason why I'm recording this so you can watch it and see yourself is that if there's signal or not, but you can see the hazard perception, the hazard is coming towards you.
But at first I didn't see the signalling until it had
Even
physically gone
irrespective,
into the space.
you've got two vehicles coming ahead at you. Where could you go? Where could you go? There's nowhere to go. So what should you do? You should stop. Gone where? You said to stop.
Stopped, yeah.
That's why I dueled you. Because you had to stop. You couldn't go round because you had a vehicle there and the vehicle, so you know, stop, look what's going on. As soon as it stopped, see there's no, then there's a motorbike, then you could go. You're very hesitant in your drive today. Extremely hesitant. Being better to be safe than sorry is no problem, but over hesitancy as well is a problem. You did that at many junctions where you had chances to go. Many of them junctions, think about it. If you're driving across and turning right, if you're on the wiper, you just anti-clockwise, just switch it off, anti-clockwise, this way. Yes, thank you, that's fine. So you're turning right. If you can walk across, you can drive across. Think about that, right? They're pulling up on the right, reversing. The pulling up on the right was dangerous when you was trying to pull in. The maneuver itself was fantastic, but pulling up on the right again when you moved in, the experience that you have with driving, if you remember what we talked about, the positioning, just move a little bit into your right with the signal on, come in nice, line up with it, straighten up, but look down the road and then look in the mirrors. Like if you don't forget, the only front wheels actually steer, the back wheels don't steer. So when you do that, the car will always stay at that angle. That's why you got to move it left a bit and then judge it. As we go through that, the speed hesitancy again in a 30-mile-per-hour road. I know for a fact that I've always asked you to look here. I've never ever said to you look at the speed limit.
It's more for
yeah, but that's something, yeah. So that hopefully again that recorded that you remember that has this thing here. It's like it sees a sign, so it's a good thing, but it's not 100% foolproof. It makes a mistake that it doesn't pick up the other sign, and then you have that problem. This is more hardwired. What the sat nav is saying with what it's actually the road markings. Again, it says 30. It's incorrect because it's 20 here. It hasn't been updated by Toyota. Same with the TomTom. That hasn't been updated neither as well. And these are live, so they should be updated, but they've not been updated. Yeah. Signals. What do you call it? It says signal correctly. I'll give you serious again. When I said pull up on the left, you had ample of time to pull up. why did you keep going? I mean, there's 20 miles per hour speed limit. Your reaction is very slow there. You're not reacting like, you see it's clear, brake, your signal, come in and stop, MSM. But you kept going and kept going and kept going. And then I showed it to you, the road, so again, you'd remember it. And just imagine if somebody was pulling out
the
from
road
there.
and you had the signal on before the road.
If they were turning right or left, and you kept going with your signal on, there could be a collision. Yeah? Positioning during normal stops, you nearly hit the curb again. You don't normally tend to do that, but today you've gone into the curb a couple of times. So yeah, and then turning right, I gave you a serious fault again because we were turning right to Queen's Road. That's where,
Then
you call it,
turn left.
where I said the road was blocked, and we went further down, we did a left, and then we came back up the road and we turned right. You went a bit past the junction, and then you turned right, which is okay, not a problem, because you didn't have to, but you had to cut back a bit. It's when you went down the road, which was fine as well. Then you hit left, which was fine. The one-way street, you turned right, fine, well done, good. But then you're turning right again. There's a box, which is no problem. But you know you're on the major road. You're turning right. There's nothing blocking the road. You can go forward and then turn right into your position. Who do you give way to? Oncoming vehicles.
I'm asking you a question.
But you look into
What's
the
wrong?
car to the right.
No, then it's
And
your
then one
priority
car
though.
went, then the second car, and then I
Yeah.
had to push you to carry on going. Otherwise, you're
not with
blocking
that
up the
car, it's
junction
not.
there. It's again your decision to make there. So unfortunately, on that driving recorded, I gave you 1, 2, 3, 4 serious faults. Better luck next time. Yeah. All right, guys, do like, share, and give Jen a thumb up. I hope she passes in her driving test. Thanks for watching.